We've had a lake effect snow band sitting over Soldier Field since about 9 this morning, and it's not supposed to budge anytime soon. The good news, the folks don't seem to mind here in Chicago.
Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Let's go. Right.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Colin Saunders busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Fields now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Bears at 12-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 50, here's Fields. He's across midfield.
And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
He takes us for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Meanwhile, Fields throw here into the hands of Moore.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Here's Fields.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears
Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. You look at this Bears defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
They forced 7 turnovers. 7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will score a pick 6 for the Bears touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Let's go.
2nd and 10.
Fight, 97. Steal, check, steal. Ready?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to come up a few yards short of 1st. They get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
On the return is Jones. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here we go.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 10. 11. Hey, 551. Hey, 10. Jack.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Chip slam. Hey, Ken.
Back to throw. Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. EQ. Hey, Ken.
They'll run this with Homer.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
No mas. Delta. You got a mini base.
Out of the gun. Fields.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
This is Homer.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Herbert
fights off the defender. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Don't jump. Ready?
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Hey, Ken. Bunch right. Hey, Ken. Right.
On play action, Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Here's second and 10.
Extend. Test. Bunch right.
Fields.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Ritter to throw it. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
There he goes, left side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields.
64 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Falcons first and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ritter off the play fake.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Robinson up the middle.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ritter back to throw. Throw left side. There's London.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ritter now. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready? Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Falcons 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st down, Fields.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
That is caught by Herbert. Powering his way forward. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 40-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Angel.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 48 yards.
And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defense in front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Yeah, this will be a Falcons first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
On play action, here's Ritter. That's brought in downfield by London.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on them, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Here now, a third down and 8.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey, can. Go.
They'll go again with Herbert.
He will have a first down here at about the 40.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. From the gun, here's Fields. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Ultra. Go ultra.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes us up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, check mega.
Back to throw, Ritter.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Ritter looking to throw here on fourth.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
Shreds the tackle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
2nd down and a yard.
Hey, can.
Fields now to throw.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held it, they might go for it again.
Hand off now to Robinson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On 2nd down, Ritter. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
The Falcons on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, son.
A toss left side for Herbert.
And some room to maneuver. The 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And even 100 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been a bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Here's Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Darnell Mooney.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Tyreek Stevenson in on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Ritter to throw it.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Herbert once more.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Play action. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error